Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is the 11th day of the first month of 2018. I hope your day is off to a great start. I had to put a lot of emphasis this morning in the presentation on the weather forecast. A lot of details I'd like to share with you and try to simplify a few things and answer the question of why we see a mix of precipitation. I'm going to do that here in just a couple of moments. First, our character message: a little progress each day adds up to big results. The effort that you make in every step of the process absolutely matters. You have to care about the small details. That was my message this morning. And my message to you: details matter. A lot of details in the forecast, and certainly makes it very difficult. Afternoon rain over to a mix later on today. We have a very strong cold front coming through. It's going to be dropping our temperatures from the lower 60s, some locations, all the way down below freezing. It's going to be happening in a very short amount of time. And I wanted to show you this diagram because it does a little bit better job of explaining visually why we're seeing different forms of precipitation. On the far left, most layers of the atmosphere above freezing. That's a situation where we'll have rainfall. Cold air is more dense than warm air, so it undercuts that warm air. This is a situation where we start seeing the changeover. So rainfall will fall all the way to the surface as liquid water, but then it will freeze on contact when we have below freezing temperatures at the surface. So power lines, trees, cars, pavement will start to build an ice accumulation. That's a very dangerous situation. Then once we have a little bit more cold air in place, any liquid water that falls aloft will run into a pretty deep layer of cold air near the surface and even above the surface, and those liquid raindrops will freeze as ice pellets and fall to the ground as sleet. Sleet is not the same thing as hail. I've heard a lot of people make that mistake, but it is not the same thing, so please do not mix the two. Sleet is completely different. And finally, snow. It's a situation where all layers of the atmosphere are below freezing. Ice crystals, they aggregate, so they come together, they bump into each other, they form those snowflakes, and they fall to the ground as snow. We do have winter weather advisories out for later today. My main message to everybody is just take it easy, give yourself added distance between vehicles, and give yourself added time as well to get to your destination safely later on this evening, because it is certainly going to be a very tricky forecast and a tricky situation. I don't want anybody to get hurt. It is National Milk Day, so white milk, chocolate milk. I'm a fan of both. I enjoy a cold glass of milk with a warm chocolate chip cookie. Maybe you do too. It is National Milk Day, so celebrate that on this Thursday. Our Disney quiz: in the movie Frozen, what is Anna and Elsa's favorite food? Was it cupcakes, chocolate, carrot cake, or cherry pie? Remember, there's a moment in the movie where they're like, chocolate. Yeah, share a little laugh as well. Yes, in the movie Frozen, Anna and Elsa's favorite food, we find out, is chocolate. A gigantic baseball bat outside of a building. It's a great hint as to where our location of the day is located, and it is in Louisville, Kentucky. They make a lot of baseball bats at that factory for professional athletes in Major League Baseball. Louisville was founded in 1778 by George Rogers Clark. It's named after King Louis XVI of France, making Louisville one of the oldest cities west of the Appalachian Mountains. And today, Louisville is known as the home of the Kentucky Derby, Kentucky Fried Chicken. University of Louisville and the Louisville Cardinals are located there as well. And we just talked about the Louisville Slugger Baseball Bat Factory is also there. Louisville, Kentucky is our location of the day. I cannot testify to this, but apparently some people say beetles taste like apples, wasps like pine nuts, and worms like fried bacon. If you ever try that, let me know. I don't know that I'm brave enough to try any of those creatures, but apparently that is what each of those tastes like. Unless food is mixed with saliva, you can't taste it at all. Chemical receptors are your taste buds on your tongue. They have to have saliva in order to do that and to process those chemicals and to allow you to taste your food. So, saliva, very important. And finally, it is National Milk Day, so this is very appropriate. Apparently, cows produce more milk when soothing music is on. Yeah, it just allows them to relax and they're able to produce more in the way of milk. Again, later on today, please take it easy. Try to stay as relaxed as possible. Give yourself that added time getting to your destination. I know the forecast is going to be tricky, but just take it easy and give yourself some extra time. Have a great Thursday, and I will talk to you again soon.